Hey, $10,000 hands, $1 million plan. My fam still the only people that really know me for who I am. Damn, got me asking when I got this fly.
Hello, welcome. What's going on, everyone? In this video, I just want to do sort of an update. You can probably tell by the title. Recently, I entered into one of my friend's tournaments that he's sort of organizing. Shout out to Lexicon, 7th Sanctum, and I got pretty well to a point, and so I just want to cover my progress so far after the first day, because it's a 2-day thing, the Swiss and then the top 8. I did make it into the top 8. I'm gonna go right back before all of this practice. This is all practicing in ranked games, and I'll be able to tell where it started based off of who I versed. Sleepy Giant was the start. So, and I'll be also showing it on the website itself, but first I just wanted to talk through it through the games themselves, just off of the history. So first we versed Sleepy Giant, as you'll find out anyway. We versed Sleepy Giant in the first round, and there was 4 rounds of the bracket. Of Swiss, that is. So Sleepy Giant first, we lost 2-0. Wasn't too good. Here we played a Kara and... no, that was someone else. We can check, we'll have a quick look. I know he played Abyssian, he played Cassava. I think... I only saw Cassava actually, because I lost both times. And when you win, you have to carry on with that general. But he beat me anyway again. Because Kalinos really screwed me over. Late game. Kalinos Void Pulses. And I'm sort of running tempo here. Aggro tempo almost, sort of in that range. And so he pushed back my burst a lot with those 2 cards. And I had big trouble de-spelling them. And this starting hand wasn't too great either, even after replacing. So yeah. So yeah, this went on for a while. I lost the Kalinos at the end. If I could just skip 2, that'd be nice. But it doesn't work out like that. So then we're going back to the Vanna game we had. I decided, you know, get off Magma, switch to Vanna. Went very similar in the end. Kalinos, Void Pulses. And I feel like I did a little bit better with Vanna, but not too much. Sleepy Giant is an S rank, so I didn't feel too bad about losing to him. As I say, Vanna was a better matchup, but still fell short late game because I had more ranged answers, if that makes any sense. I had 3 chromatic codes, I had 3 aspects of the Fox. But he still managed to, because on the turn you play it, you're still going to deal damage before I can dispel it. And that made a difference still. And then dispelling it doesn't get rid of it, it's still a 2-5, it can still do things. So it was a tough fight against Sleepy Giant. Next wasn't Sojiro. There was a player in between round 2 who actually didn't show. So that was an automatic win, and that didn't really count. We'll see it when I go back on the website, you'll see who it was. He didn't check in. I tried adding him, he didn't respond, so that was that. And then we versed Sojiro in 3rd round. We won first with Lionar against his Vath. I do remember that. Next one, he switched to Lionar, which was pretty strong. My Lionar is lacking a fair bit of things. And in the end, Arclight Regalia won him that game. And then we need to switch back. So I don't think we can go back in this. You have an XP, don't have a previous. So we'll reset. And it will be against Sojiro. And then I went to Vanna, and I almost lost to Arclight again. But he had it on, he had 4 health, I had the Hearth Sister on board, I had a Blood Tear in hand, and I had Warbird. So I Warbirded, I hit with a Hearth Sister 3 attack, I Blood Teared, it just managed. I couldn't hit with my General because I didn't have the health, because I was also quite low. So that's how that ended, I do remember that. And next we win 2-0 against Gilf, which was the 4th round, which is the last round of the Swiss. And he's another good player. He wasn't. I talked to all these guys after and during. They're really cool guys, especially Sleepy Giant. We chatted a fair bit. But Gil 4, I did beat him 2-0. I carried over Lion and won again. He wasn't taking it too serious. He definitely had some interesting decks. He had Kara and Cassava, I think. I'd go back in the chats and check, but that's how that was. So that was the first 4 matches in the opening Swiss. I won 3 of the 4. Technically, I only had to play 3 games, but 1 was an automatic. So it's 3 wins, 1 loss, got me into the top 8. And I'll switch back now to the website and talk through a little bit more about what happened. And just to show other people's games as well. And how the bracket will be seeded and the standings and everything like that. Transition. So there's more of a summation, it's pretty good. And it also shows who else was in there. We had Boatchan versus Cryptic. Cryptic was the round 2 player who didn't show. But it is pretty heated because we have people like Panda JJ, we had some really good players. One of them went undefeated. Pretty strong. So we had Boatchan and Cryptic versus Boatchan 1-2-0. I don't know if Cryptic was not there from the very start. Could be a thing. Panda JJ beat Sapri 1000 2-1. That was my loss against Sleepy Giant. Brick Eyes 77 versus Guild 4 on 1-2-1. Lel 7 lost 2-0 to Pylons. Pylons is the guy who went undefeated, so that's doesn't feel too bad. Sojiro beat Hell Angel 2-0, and Jada Kronos had a bye. I didn't get the bye on any of the rounds, but I wouldn't have had it any other way. Another thing to say is I had so much fun with every game I played, regardless of whether I won or lost. Because this is my first, as I say, it's my first tournament, and I'm just like, tournament experience. It's amazing. Anyone who's watching, try it. It doesn't matter if you win, doesn't matter if you lose. You make friends. I've made friends with people I've played with, and it's just a really good experience. Good learning curve as well. So round 2, this was a free win because Cryptic didn't show. Hell Angel beat Level 7 lost against Level 7 2-0. Brigade 77 beat Supreme 1000 2-0. Pylons beat Sojiro 2-1. Jade Kronos beat Boatchan 2-1. Sleepy Giant had to verse Panda JJ, lost 2-1. And Guild 4 had to bye. Next matches back down to 3. Cryptic versus Hell Angel. I think they were both not there. None of them checked in. I know Cryptic isn't here by now, and they must not be there either, so that didn't go through. Sleepy Giant, Guild 4, Sleepy Giant 1-2-0. Level 7, Boatchan, Level 7 1-2-1. Over Sojiro, and I beat him 2-1. Blue Guy 77 versus Panda JJ, and beat him 2-0. So I don't recognize a lot of the pros, but I do recognize Pylons and Panda JJ, just from various things. But if Blue Guy can beat Panda JJ 2-0, that's super strong, you know. So he's going to be a really good player. So Pylons beat Jaded Kronos 2-1, and Sapri had the bye. Back to matches, back to last round, round 4 of Swiss. We had Sojiro lose against Supri 1000 to 0 or 0-2, however you want to say it. I'll beat Gilf. I say what? Jill 4. I won't say that. That's a stupid way of saying it. It's Jill 4. I know you should say it. Yeah, I beat him 2-0. Sleepy Giant 1-2-0 against Jada Kronos. Lel 7 beat Pen JJ 2-0. Big Guy 77 lost 2-1 to Pylons. So he went undefeated, and Bo Chen had the bye. Didn't need to play. And that was the Swiss participants. Where can I find... That's just participants. Where can I find the standings is what I want now. Standings? I think we... No, we don't shift it. Terrible idea. Is that going to be standings? We'll explore. We'll see if I can find standings. This is standings. So Pylon is in top spot. Big Eye second. Lel 7 third. Oh, here we go. Pylon's undefeated. As I say, Big Eye 1-3. So me, Sleepy Giant, I managed to keep up with him. Lel 7, Big Eye, all 1-3. Pylon's undefeated. And the top 8 matters. And Bo Chan was above Supri just because of percentage. And so he got into the 8. How is percentage calculated? I'm not too sure. I think it's like rounds won during the games. So he must have won. Or just played more rounds, I guess. I'm not sure. Or maybe if Gil 4, rather than going 2-0, went for 2-1, that's a round against him. And so if like Supri, if Supri beat someone 2-1 rather than going 2-0, and Boat-Chan just went a clean 2-0, I guess that puts Boat-Chan above Supri. I guess that's all I can think of. Anyway, the bracket hasn't been seeded yet, but I know how it's sort of going to play out in the first round at least. Pylon's number 1 is going to play number 8, Boat-Chan. Big Eye will play Panda JJ. Lel 7 will play Jada Kronos. And I will be playing Sleepy Giant, who I lost to in the first match. And I've been working like crazy because I'm not gonna lie, I only had to get 2 decks going into the Swiss because you only needed 2 for a best of 3. But now that it's a best of 5, you need at least 3 decks. So I've kind of been scrambling like, oh, okay, I didn't think I was gonna make it this far. What can I do now? I'm working on a Magma right now. And it's not doing too bad. It's not going to be strong because it's sort of really rushed together. And none of my decks are as strong as they could be because they're all sort of budget kind of stuff. But I'm hoping I can, even if I lose against Sleepy Giant, I'm not fussed. He plays some really good decks. He did take a game off Panda JJ. That's like amazing. Taking them off a pro. So it might be a hard fought game. The only benefit is I know what 2 of the decks he's running, and I think you have to carry over those 2. I know one of the decks is running, and I know the other character he's running. I'm not sure what the third one will be, or what those other 2 decks look like. It's a mystery. Anyway, that's the recap for the Trials of the Sanctum so far. It'll be tomorrow, early tomorrow. I'm saying this because I'm recording it the day before the top 8 starts. This will be going up. I'm recording it the night before. I'm going to upload it during the night. It'll probably go up. So when you see it, it's probably happening. The top 8's probably happening. Anyway, that's just a recap. Thanks for watching. I'll do another update as to how the bracket went, even if I lose at rank 1 or round 1. I'll just keep track of all the games and see who wins. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I think I made it into top 8, so you get a prize, some kind of prize, maybe. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next video.